Hello guys, my name is Yuzhakov. I am ambassador of Free Republic of Liberland in Ukraine and president of Ukraine-Liberland Chamber of Commerce. And today I would like to propose you a short presentation of one of our companies, of our members of our Chamber of Commerce, called Duyunov Motors. It's one of industrial companies which included in our Chamber of Commerce, and also you could join this company. You could join from any point of the world. Why should you do it? Let me introduce you. So first of all, I would like to remind you that unfortunately this year was not happy for the majority of population due to coronavirus, and also I would like to inform you, to provide you good news that nevertheless you can invest and you can earn with these Duyunov Motors even from your home. If you are investing or working with this project. So let's study it a little bit more detail. Now I will turn on the presentation. This we're speaking about. Let me repeat. We're speaking about our one of main colleagues, our main members of our Ukraine-Liberland Chamber of Commerce. Also, I think we would like to see this company also in Liberland or in Apetin Free Economic Zone in Serbia, and maybe it could be opened some affiliate company there if we work hard. And now, let's speak about the company. A little bit about speaker. I have introduced myself at the beginning of this webinar, this presentation. So we're not stop on. We'll not have much time to introduce me once more. Also, you can join our. You can visit our website. You can put in the search Chamber of Commerce Ukraine-Liberland, and you can find our Chamber of Commerce. And let's start speaking about the project. What is Duyunov Motors? First of all, Duyunov Motors is a company which produces electric motors. Just electrical motors, not oil, not gasoline, not petrol, but just electrical. And Duyunov is engineer Dmitry Duyunov. His name located in Russia, but he used several countries such as Ukraine and such as China to cooperate with. And on this slide we can see the location. They are constructing the factory or the engineering center of Duyunov Motors. So you can see the range of Duyunov Motors, and I will specify a little bit about these engines. So where these engines could be used. If we are thinking about it, we can find them everywhere, in every sphere. In agriculture, in machinery, in military area, in transportation, in different appliances at home, at restaurants, at offices, etc., etc., etc. Every people requires electric motor. and even in scooters and electric vehicles. A new direction, a new modern direction of the usage of Duyunov Motors. So here you can see the application areas. Let me repeat, it could be such as lines or water pumps or I don't know, maybe industrial facilities, electric transport as public transport as and private transport, household appliances, military, aviation, and different industrial areas. So it's not the full list. We can continue speaking about electric motors, but it's very specific. I don't think it will be very interesting. Electric motors. What the role of induction motors? Induction motors. You can see some engineers could know that in the world there are more than 10,000 types of induction motors, and 60% of electrical energy which is produced by electric stations is consumed by induction electric motors. For example, if an electric station manufactures the electricity, our household appliances, or industrial appliances, or different infrastructure, urban infrastructure, city infrastructure are consuming this electric energy. And we haven't thought about it, but annually produced more than 7 billion motors per 1 year. And each inhabitant of our planet uses 11 induction motors. We haven't we're not thinking about it, but nevertheless we see that it is true that scientists have calculated that we have 11 motors that each of you uses in our planet. You and me and I don't know, other people in medium. Who is Dmitry Duyunov? Dmitry Duyunov is developer of combined winding technology called Slavyanka. So we're speaking about induction motors, and also induction motors have such innovation like combined winding technology. I will explain a little bit later what this technology is, and really it's very good, very efficient step in the development of these technologies, so technologies of electric motors. And Dmitry Duyunov was one of founders of this technology. That is why a company called this Duyunov Motors. And also he is one of the founders of research and production enterprise called AS and PP. So a little bit short, what is this invention? So some electric motors uses delta winding and some star winding. So the combined winding technology Slavyanka is combined both as delta as star. It is very unique research and a very unique patent. So Dmitry Duyunov uses this technology in his motors, and they show very good results. So what is the main advantages? The main advantages of the technology. So first of all, it's saving energy by up to 40%. So we can imagine if, for example, you are receiving payment bill for electricity for your house or for your apartment with sales or with deduction of 40%. It's great. It's very great, I think. Also, you are receiving good economy, and also reducing production cost by 30%. And the third main advantage is improved reliability. So service factor is 2.5 instead of 1. So it's very good advantage. So if you're speaking about environmental issue, the most electrical stations working from the coal, and there are nuclear electrical stations and water stations, but the majority use the most of such stations is working with coal. And it's very high pollution of the atmosphere. And if electric motors can consume 40% less of electricity, so we are starting to save our nature. So it's ecologically friendly. Maybe we can call it the same way, but it's very good. Because for our nature, especially if you're speaking about Liberland, Liberland is a green island, and also it also will consume electricity when city will be built there, and also different houses and buildings require electrical energy, and I would like the electrical motors could be used with Slavyanka technology, because the concept of Liberland is green city, green energy. So I think the equipment with motors could be also green. What does Slavyanka technology offer? Duyunov electric motors have energy efficiency class IE3 and IE4, and can solve one of the main global environmental issues, because the most of electric motors we use has class IE1 and IE2, so with lower energy efficiency class, and Duyunov motors with Slavyanka is more higher and more ecologically friendly efficiency class. What's about passions? To inform you that Duyunov Motors is not was born yesterday, or maybe a month ago, or maybe a year ago. Here you see about licenses and patents of which got by Dmitry Duyunov, and he has been working. This inventor has been working within several years, testing different equipment, different motors, patenting it, gotten certificates for it. So before started this company, he has done a lot of work. So here is documents you can check if you need in their site solargroup.pro. If you need, or you can ask us and we will show you. You can contact our Chamber of Commerce, Liberland, Ukraine-Liberland, which contacts actually you can find below, and we will explain you. Here we go. You can see about technology tests. Before starting this company, also they were provided a lot of tests. A lot of tests confirmed in Germany, in Russia and Belgrade, and in different universities before starting these motors, before starting their production. What about winery specialists? Winery specialists, there are companies which are working with wining, which are working with old motors and with motors out of life, and to renew such motors, and they're working with a license according to Slavyanka license. And also there are a little bit more than 100 such companies around the globe, and also they're paying royalties to Duyunov Motors because they're working according to his technology, and which is patented. And that people, Duyunov Motors, getting profit from this royalty, from these licenses, from this technology. So it's a commercial side of this invention. So you see the product is working and getting profit. So let's speak about operation models. If you're speaking about different models, here are transportation vehicles which used Duyunov Motors. Let's speak about details. So you can see cars, wheelchairs, and scooters, and buses, etc., 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 and even in the train. So let's speak about more in details. What's about motor types are included in that vehicles. So of course, such here is indicated in this slide. There is indicated one of the motors, Duyunov Motors, which is more powerful, with lower price, and with more reliability. What I was speaking about, it is bike motor, and the system working not such as usual electric motor, using uninterruptible magnets. This technology is another than magnets. It's more cheaper, and also usual electric motors use rare earth metals, which are very costful, was very expensive, and also the majority of productions of these metals are produced in China. And even if a company or a factory would like to produce such motors, they would like to purchase such motors in China, or purchase such metals in China. Nevertheless, from recently China forbidden to import the metals, they insisted to purchase motors. So you could pay more expensive motors, or build factory by your own in China. So it's very expensive. And Dmitry Duyunov, the inventor, decided this problem from another side, with another technology, with Slavyanka technology, and it reduced the costs, reduced price, and added more power. If, for example, one or 2 kilowatts, and his engines, his motors, works with capacity of 3 or 4 kilowatts. And also their reliability, because they have been tested in mud, in sand, in different soil types, so it's very reliable. that is why after the test they were tested in different vehicles. So first of all, it's an electric bicycle. So if you can trace in Duyunov Motors website, you can see in different videos on YouTube about the technology, about the electric bicycles with different riders, and how they estimate such bicycles with such motors. Also, these motors are included in electric scooters, and also they're which actually produced in China, because Duyunov Motors, according to Slavyanka technology, also produced in China. The first Russian car, electric car, used all the wheels with Duyunov Motors with Slavyanka technology. Actually, this technology was used in such cars as Renault Twizy and Renault Kangoo. It's cargo and passenger cars, which showed perfect results. Also, these technologies used in public transportation. Here you can see the trolley bus. It's in Western Europe and some other countries there are buses which are with power from the trolleys overhead. Special trolleys, special rings overhead, called trolley buses. This trolley bus is from Ukraine. This picture is of Ukraine, in the capital of Ukraine, Kiev, and trolley bus with Slavyanka technology was more dynamic and more efficient, and less consumption of electricity. Actually, these engines, these motors also tested in railways, in electric locomotive in coal mines, and before these electric locomotives could pull about 5 carriages, so 5 cars. And when motor was changed with Duyunov's motor, according to Slavyanka technology, this electric locomotive has become 2 times more powerful. So he could pull, it could pull about 11 carriages. So, of course, mass production has been started. You can see the range of the motors which could be started, and also different factories are producing such motors according to Slavyanka technology, and also Dmitry Duyunov and Duyunov Motors getting profit according to licenses, according to technology, production technology. They are selling technology and getting royalty for it. About they're getting profit from the sales of the motors by themselves, etc., etc. So you see the several sources of income. So this project is very powerful, first of all, and also is it has profit. So you can see the transport with the motors, Duyunov Motors, more transport vehicle. And if you also are interested, you can apply to Duyunov Motors and purchase such engines. Even they can include it to your electric vehicles. Even they could put it. So you see producer in China and official representatives in Russia. So if you need it, you can apply us in our Chamber of Commerce, Ukraine-Liberland, and we will pass through your contacts to these people. And now I would like to inform you about the project, why the project needs investments. So you know, the very popular, very popular trend is to invest different projects is crowd investing. Within several last years, it have been very popular, and a lot of companies uses this method, and also Duyunov Motors also has been decided to use this method to involve investments to get more profitable, to be more profitable company. So what do? They have shared their development period for 20 stages within 3 years. The company needed $50 million and started crowd investment from 2017. Actually, in December of this year, 2020, they will change the period up to 15th. So we will have 5 periods. We can enter. We can be co-owners of the company because 15 stages were passed through, and every stage. It means if you invest on the stage 1, you could get shares, you could get pies very cheap, and the more stages one by one is going on, and new investors comes, and they purchase the shares, the pies with more higher price. Why is such technology? Why do they use such technology? Because the risk on the first stage is very high. So investor which used stage 1 gets more profit than investor. For example, investor which enters the company at the stage 19. Because at stage 19 there are a lot of stages have been passed, a lot of equipment bought, a lot of teams tuned and involved, and production has been started. So the risks are very low, and the price is high. What is the goal of attracting investments? Of course, except producing the motors, except testing, except laboratory tests, except certification, except different advertisement, the main goal of actual investment is construction of innovative center of Sovelmash. It's called Sovelmash, and it's engineering center, which could be the head of all this technology. There will be Dmitry Duyunov and the head of main engineers, who it will be main office, head office of all this structure. So who is financing the project of Duyunov? So you can see Duyunov's company, AS and PP 40%, management company 10.5%, and Solar Group 49 per 5%. Solar Group is company which also included in Duyunov Motors, and which works with us, with investors who would like to get passive income. So what will Sovelmash make profit from? I know, as you understand, I informed you they are getting profit from production of these motors, and from the licenses to wind it. and from different licenses for the motors or violin companies. You see the customer's appeal, they go to motor development, and then they hand in documents to the customer, because every investor which enters the Duyunov Motors are getting their own contract in PDF or in printed paper version. How much profit Savalmash will make? So you see average market price of completed order is of electric motor is about $50 million. It's very expensive because, for example, a lot of cars manufacturers in the world, and they are developing different vehicles. They developing trucks or cars, or I don't know, maybe scooters, and development of such wheel. For example, development of one wheel is about of BMW costs about for $5 billion. So it's very expensive. Duyunov offers his services to the automotive industry, to car industry, to car manufacturers, and specialists have calculated that the main profit will be from development, from designing of electric motors for such car industry. In average, it will be about 3 or 4 orders per 1 year. What does the investor get? As I have told you earlier, every investor becomes co-owner of Savalmash company, which includes in Duyunov Motors, and get company's pies, which could be converted to company's shares when the company will get to IPO. So, in which way will investor make profit? First of all, you can buy it on lower stage and sell it on higher stage and get a share at a higher price, because as you remember, I informed you earlier, you are getting in lower price you have per share. And also you shouldn't share if you want, and just get dividends. 50% of all future profit of the company will be distributed between the investors. For example, you can see a potential Savalmash or Duyunov Motors capitalization. So you can see in red Microsoft shares 47 times for within 10 years. Google shares 10,000 times for within 16 years. Apple shares and Alibaba shares. Alibaba is the best of all. You see more around 4 million times within 18 years. A lot of participants from more than 100 countries all the world became the investors of Duyunov Motors, and also you can join them and join us, because I'm also investing to Duyunov Motors, and become a co-owner of Duyunov Motors and save the world. So you could ask what has been done using the first investments. Of course, you can see laboratory, the new laboratory, the new test bench equipment, testing area. So they are working hardly every month. Dmitry Duyunov, or even every week, Dmitry Duyunov reports about what has been done within the last week. And shows the results of their work. You can see laboratory certification. It's certified by government documents, you know it's very bureaucratic work, because every equipment, every space should have their certificate, and they have passed through. It's very hard work. You know that not even one person should be included in it, in this process, even the whole team working with it. So there are mechanics, there are legal, there are lawyers or legal specialists who is working with it. Also media team. So a lot of people are involved in Duyunov Motors process. So, and the most pleasant news is that Sovelmash became the residential special economic zone, which calls Technopolis Moscow. It is in Russia, near Moscow. It's zone without tax, with tax reduces, with tax. Without tax regime, and this they have very hard requirements which companies could be there, and Duyunov Motors became one of the residents, and finally they got a certificate that they could enter that zone. So they have got the construction area, about 2.1 hectares, and they have begun to construct that engineering center. So you can see the exterior of future innovative center, engineering center of Duyunov Motors, which will be head office of all the production, all the business all around the world, with production of the motors, with licenses, with windings, etc., etc., etc. It's a very huge system. And finally, after three past years, they have been done really huge work. Also, you can see other project achievements, new passions, start of electric motor mass production. You can, even if you need, you can purchase Duyunov Motors with more. With less electricity consumption, and also they have entered partnership with Beihai administration in China. You can see also various applications in these motors, and in this slide you can see the delegations from different countries such as China and India. They have Duyunov has partners, and also you can see geographic reach. So you can see all the continents except Australia. Sorry, not all the continents. In Europe, in Northern America, and in Africa. So a lot of companies are involved in Duyunov Motors relationship. So about latest news, as we are channel of Ukraine-Liberland Chamber of Commerce, of course, we will keep you tuned on the latest news of Duyunov Motors. Maybe you can just trace about development of the company, or participate. It's your choose what you should be. Also, I think this technology will be used in Liberland, and you see, as we are speaking about financial side, you see bank deposits are not a very good instrument nowadays, and the most people are trying or looking for investment instruments where to be invested. So you can invest in Duyunov Motors. it is the best way to take care of your own and your family, because this is a growing company. This company is very innovative, and is in your country, in your city, you can see electric cars more and more every year. More cars appearing, so this technology will be used in electric cars, and it will bring you dividends or percentage or profit. So you can join the crowd investment and get your profit. So you're welcome to contact us in our Ukraine-Liberland Chamber of Commerce. Just to put in Google this name, and you will find us, or you can check the information, the contacts below this video. Just a moment, I will turn on. This is all information I would like to inform you about Duyunov Motors. Actually, some videos, they were in our video channel before, but I didn't have time to inform you with details, and now you have all the details of Duyunov Motors. And also stay green, be green. Hope we will have this technology in Liberland, and if you would like to invest, you are welcome. If you'd like to trace, you also can trace. No problem, it's not a problem, and you can join community of investors or watchers of our YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, guys. We'll be glad if you put likes under this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will produce more videos for you. Thank you for the watching. Bye.